Alrighty, we are playing Hail Hydra in Modern, and this hand is probably the best hand I've had with this deck this evening, so we are super keeping this. Vastwood Hydra, Metallic Mimic, Utopia Sprawl. This hand was great. Unfortunately, our opponent is playing Inquisitions of Kozilek, which sucks. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know what they take here. I think I'd be unhappy about the Utopia Sprawl. They take the Vastwood Hydra. That's probably the sensible choice. Mana Gorger is great though, so we're just going to Utopia Sprawl our own land, which seems sensible. So next turn we can get out Mana Gorger Hydra. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I made some changes. We've done everything about Git. Yeah, Git's weird, but it's really nice to host a website which you don't have to care about like too much. It's super fantastic for that. So it's pretty decent that I can just sort of let it do its own thing. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll just host it on Git and it'll be absolutely fine. And as long as it's static and doesn't need any weirdness going on with it, then we should be fine. We're going to play Metallic Mimic, leave open Lightning Bolts. The reason I want to do that is so we can actually have a counter on the Mana Gorger Hydra as soon as we play it. Also, with the option of then playing a Lightning Bolt as well for the bolts. Bolts are good. Opponent getting in with some humans. This seems like a fair humans deck, so I'm kind of okay with this. Yeah, what's nice about doing website development on Git, which I hadn't really realized before, was that you essentially you don't have to worry about the website. It just does it for you, which is fantastic. And yeah, it's basically there's no worries at all. Okay, opponent's going to path our creature. That's really annoying. Okay. We'll take that though. We'll go get Mountain. We will attack, because why not? Deal some damage. It's a race that we do well at. So we're actually in a really good spot. If we draw... I mean, we don't have any Hydras in hand, but Hydras should be easy to come by. That is a Sorin, however. Yeah, makes the big dudes gone. If you attack with both of them, they don't have Vigilance. Okay. Fine. What are we going to do here? I kind of want to bolt this. That's a Domri. Ooh, okay, Domri Chaosbringer is probably the right call. Because then we can start digging. We need to dig super badly for creatures. Because we have no creatures in hand. So let's go digging. This is basically like card draw. Ooh, Arbor Elf and Peluchronos. I will take both of those. We'll play the Arbor Elf and probably just play Stomping Ground untapped. Yeah, we'll play it untapped because of the Lightning Bolt. So if we need to, we can bolt something. Possibly even Sorin. So this is the first time for a while that I've actually had a deck built and not have to do it on stream, which is pretty good. It's been a while since I've done that, mostly because it's nice to do building with people, but I have to say it is nice to not have to worry too much as well about yeah. So this is fine. Zero says Tutu. I don't know what that means. All right. Opponent is doing lots of nasty stuff with life linkers and all that jazz. Why not play Forest, cast the Elf, then hold up Crag to avoid shocking? I'm probably bad. Still learning the mana base on this one. That's basically it. Emblem would be bad, so we need to bolt Sorin because there's no way we're getting past these defenses. Domri is just dead. Yeah, dead Domri. You clearly haven't watched Steins Gate. Not yet. Not yet. I do want to. It is on the list of anime that I desperately need to watch. Desperately. All right, so we can get Pelucranos down here, which I think is actually pretty sweet. As long as it's not going to get Path. They have no cards in hand, so okay, that's good. So tap, untap, and tappity tap, Pelucranos. Now, play a forest. That's 5 lands, so we can kill 2 things. Probably these 2 spirits, in fact. Which probably makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we'll Monstrosity for 5. Deal 2 damage divided as you choose amongst these creatures. Once the effect falls off, which is in the upkeep. So we'll do that there. Just so we actually have a chance to do it. We're not going to attack. One of the nice things is that it is a Hydra, so we do get the Pelucranos. We do get the Metallic Mimic trigger, which is lovely. So let's Monstrosity right now. Because we're not doing anything else. And I kind of just want to kill some stuff. Poop and boop. And take down the flyers. Now we have an 8/8. Or you can wait to Monstrosity for 4. Yes, we could. I may, we'll see. Bitter Blossom is annoying. Our opponent's deck might be a lot better than ours. We'll see. The Sorin buff is +1/+0. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, we're going to run into that problem regardless, so. I think I'm basically worried about everyone sacrifices a creature. That's probably bad for us. So what do we do here? Do we just attack with this thing and try and kill a token? My guess is we die very quickly if that happens. I mean, I'm probably might just throw everything in front of it and then kill our Pelucranos, which I'd probably be okay with, actually. Because it does take them a while to come back. We should be aggressive. We should be aggressive. I think I'm okay with this. We're not at a stage that we are going to just die straight away. I think. Because they're going to be attacking with spirits regardless. And now they're going to have infinite fairies and lifelink, and ugh, this is awful. Okay, so this is where I need sideboard advice, because we do not have a sideboard yet. My guess would be that we do something probably like Pyroclasm. We have access to red mana now, so Pyroclasm seems good. Possibly something else, but no, I think Pyroclasm is a pretty decent one. Blasphemous Act is probably quite decent as well. Like we have red. But I mean, we kind of want stuff that's going to die. Anger, okay, Anger actually is a really sensible option. Okay, so after this match, this is obviously our first match with it. It's obviously our first match, so we're just trying to learn the ropes of this one at this point. Mana Gorger. Is this going to work? I'm probably just going to scoot this up because I don't think we win against this. That is, yeah, that's frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, tokens. So having one of these with trample would be good. I actually played so before the stream I was just testing this out. I actually tested the deck out for once, everyone. Yeah, so I actually tested this one out, and I was playing against somebody who was playing a really janky deck. There was I think it had a 1 and green enchantment that granted everything trample, which was weird. I hadn't seen that before. 10th edition, so yeah, bit bizarre, but it looked pretty sweet, to be honest. We're keeping this hand. This hand is a great hand. We have Utopia Sprawl and Hardened Scales, and we're gonna play Shock because Utopia Sprawl is pretty good. Let's go green. Yeah, double Mana Gorger is pretty sweet in this hand. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we might as well get Mana Gorger out like literally next turn. probably better than having the hardened scales out. We want it to just start rolling. All right, well, there goes one of the Mana Gorges. Now, do you Mana Gorge Scales or Scales Mana Gorge? It's the eternal question, which has been answered very easily for us. I guess we're just Mana Gorgering twice. There's the Rhythm of the Wilds. So that is quite a good one for us. So against blue decks, we basically say our stuff can't be countered. Also, non-token creatures you control have Riot, so we can either choose for them to come in with an extra counter or haste. Now, mostly we're going to be picking the counters, but haste is really, really quite good. And I'm kind of tempted to play this first, actually, just so we get the bonus. Is that the right call? I really like this. I like the fact that it's going to pump stuff up. Yeah, haste. I basically put it in for the Clonian Hydra. That's essentially what I did it for. So I'm going to play Rhythm of the Wild first. Just so we can, like, if we want to, we can give stuff height. All right, there's a path. Sure. I mean, that was going to happen anyway. Let's go get a forest. All right, so we still get Rhythm of the Wild. Our opponent was going to do that regardless, so yeah, removal is pretty bad for us. We do not have any way of protecting our creatures thus far. You get the bonus anyway, because since casting the Rhythm pumps up Mana Gorge. That's true. I mean, it doesn't really matter which way around we do those. Servo Exhibition. One of the nice things about Mana Gorge Hydra, obviously, is that it has Trample, and in this matchup, that feels pretty decent. All right, that is a Domri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Not enough to do Domri and Mana Gorge, which is really annoying. Really annoying. So never mind. Let's just get down the Mana Gorge. Is it going to enter with a counter? Yes, it will. All right, pass the turn. It does matter, because casting Mana Gorge first means opponent's spells pump it and it can attack. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. There's a lot of subtleties here that we're going to have to find. Here you only get one counter instead of two, and it has no haste or no counter and haste. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, good. So, we're learning. Learning is half the battle. Opponent is just making a bunch of servos. Servos, I think I'm kind of okay with these. What is the trick here? What is going to pump these? I'm just going to block. I was going to say, what? Like Fatal Push. Oh, Fatal Push. Yeah, fine. Okay. I got by the Fatal Push. What? I mean, that's out of the hand. At least it's out of the hand now. So we could go Savage-born Hydra here. Enters with the X +1/+1 counters. And we can pump it anytime we could cast a sorcery. I think that's probably the right call. I mean, Domri is good, but actually we could Domri. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Domri essentially gives us 6. No, we can't Domri. Ugh. All right. Savage-born. Red, green, and X. We might as well tap out for this. Can't be countered. We're going to give it an extra counter, because Double Strike is good. We can't... Oh, does that count? A 0/0 entering with Riot? Probably does, doesn't it? All right, I take it back. Suddenly, that seems really good. You're at this point. I'm looking really bad, aren't I? It enters with the counter already. Yes, that does make a lot of sense. Okay, right, fine. Let's do this instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Colonian Hydra. Now we're going to give it haste. This one's going to have haste. Boop. Pump it up. Swing. Double the counters. Alright, it's 10-10. That's a good point. Yeah, right is not a trigger. Right is an enter the battlefield modifier. We should... I say we. I should definitely remind that. Yeah, this one dodges push, and we've already had 2 paths. So that is pretty good. We should have a lethal next turn, theoretically. Yeah, Sorin does his thing, but that's not enough here. That is not enough. Unless they... I mean, they've got no things in hand. That's fine. I think we win. I think we just win here. At 2 life, but we win. This has got trample. This one does have trample built in. It's really good. This has trample literally printed on the card. So we would have probably won regardless. Okay, opponent scoops it up. All right. Well, that went better than expected, despite the massive amounts of punt from me. Not knowing how to do Riot. I guess that shows exactly how much Riot I've played with in Standard. Spoiler, not a lot. Okay. Churning out 2/2 each of them would be enough to stop it. Yeah, it's the trample is actually surprisingly strong here. I am wondering whether we need more trample somehow in the deck. We don't keep this because we have 3 lands, and we are not getting. We're not getting got on the first turn, which seems really good. All right, so I really want to get the Utopia Sprawl down. That is really important. And then we've got a really interesting question. I think we're going to be going next turn Metallic Mimic Hardened Scales, and then the turn after that we want to go Mana Gorger, because it enters with multiple counters. Or, okay, maths. So that way it enters with 2 extra, but we could do Hardened Scales and Metallic Mimic the turn after playing Mana Gorger Hydra, which gets 3 counters and it can then attack, right? So that's probably a better plan. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think the answer is generally play Mana Gorger Hydra as fast as possible. Because it just gets super good. So, Mana Gorger Hydra. Yeah. And then immediately into Hardened Scales next turn, and then Metallic Mimic. I'm pretty happy about that. And then we've got a couple of Vastwood Hydras to come out. I mean, they're not going to get... They might get Fatal Pushed, but if they get Path, that's fine. Inquisition... okay. Inquisition takes Hardened Scales, I would have thought here. Yeah. Hardened Scales is so good in our deck. Having said that, Metallic Mimic is also pretty strong. Wow, okay, takes Metallic Mimic. I mean, I'm broadly okay with that. If they probably worried about... I think they're just worried about what to do about the extra counters. Like, having both of them is great. So I'm going to just play... I'm going to just play Hardened Scales. Scales Hydra for 1. I wish I could. I think my mana is slightly not going to do that. The trouble is that this is red, green, and then this one has... So I have to have double green. And I don't have access to it. So, unfortunately, this turn is not so great. But next turn might be better. Yes, we'll skip it. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's really annoying. I possibly should have Utopia Sprawled. Okay, possibly should have Utopia Sprawled for something else, but I'm actually okay with having lots of lands. Lots of lands is kind of okay. Also, there's an open question about in the PK Judge channel about whether Vastwood Hydras, when it dies, whether it triggers hardened scales multiple times. The game I played, it did, and it was glorious. I'm not sure if that's how it should be working, but it does. So let's see how we do here. So I actually kind of want to do, you know what I want to do? Green, green, red. I want to do it like that. X is 2. Yeah. So Vastwood Hydra comes down. I want to Arbor Elf. And then I want to Oran Reef. Yeah, there we go. Pumped up the Arbor Elf twice, in fact, so like double pump. One additional counter to each creature put a counter on. Yes, so what happened was I put all of the counters on a single creature. That I had literally 2 creatures. Oh, we'll find out here. Yeah. So here we go. Yes, so we click 1, double triggers twice, 2 triggers twice, 3 triggers twice, 4, and 5. So I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but it's very, very nice if that is. Yeah, I was going to say that this seems like a coding issue. It seems like a bug. My guess is that they've screwed up distribute somehow. Like, because I think you should choose where all the counters go, and then once you've chosen where all the counters go, it triggers once. That's how I understand it. But that is not how it works. So, probably fine. So now we have a big 13/13 Arbor Elf, 5/5 Vastwood Hydra, and 3/3 Arbor Elf. So that seems pretty good to me. That's Gideon of the Trials, which can prevent all damage our Arbor Elf would deal. It just scoops it up. Okay. Well, I'm pretty okay with that. The feeling when a 1-drop elf is bigger than a massive Hydra. Yep.